create a component. We can call count count component .ex. We're going to create def module of, I'm going to copy this one and paste because this one is going to be simpler to create our module. We are in example folder, and then we'll have count component. I'm going to use our example live underscore component here. Let's create the HTML, and the HTML will be component dot HTML dot ex. So now what we will have to do is provide just a way to show the component over here. Let's create a div. Hi. We still don't have the component over here. To show the component, I'm gonna create an alias right here. And after that, we're creating this alias. We can go ahead here. We already have the alias. Sorry, photo over here. And then to call the component, we can do something like this. I'm just gonna comment this piece of code for now. Then let's call the component live underscore component. And here we need to pass the module, which is our count component over here. We still don't need the value for now, but let's see what's gonna happen if we call this component now. We probably will see a lot of high information. Now we need the ID. One of the things that we can do here is to use the unknown.with index here, and then we'll have the component, and we'll have the index, and we can call it something like count. Index to create an ID. Let's refresh the page. And there you go. You have the high every time, but what we really need here is the value. I'm going to create a value over here. Then we can pass the component value right here. And let's see what's gonna happen. Let's remove this piece of code now. And if we go to this component and call at value, let's see what we're going to have the same result, but the most important thing here is the component, the information about the component and the process ID. So here, if I send, I don't need to send the process ID, but I can show you information. So here we'll have strong fit. And then we will have at self sim erlang dot process ID to list here. Let's refresh the page. Self not found. So let me try only self. And as you can see, we have the same process ID over here and here, because the component basically is a map of the page. So if I call this one observer.start, let me show you what's going to happen. So here we'll have our process. Our process is 5936, 5936. And then if I go to state, as you can see, we have pieces of components here. If I share to you, the whole state will have our count component. Count, the ID is count -1. Then we have the value, but the process is the same. So basically, as you can see, we have a map. The page is a map. And inside this map, we have components, which is a map as well. So now, as we understand how the process ID works,